2 mile.
They say it's a 2 mile hike, but that sure felt a lot more than 2 miles.
It felt like 4. Scott and I are at
Lost Valley Campground at the Buffalo River National Riverway.
right. It's also close to the Ozark Forest.
We're near the Ozark National Forest, but this is part of the national park system here.
Right.
It's a national river, first one.
And yeah, this is the first national one. We wanted to take a minute and do an outside our box, talk just a little short bit about what we have achieved this year. And we thought this would be a great place to do it, especially after we got done doing, what, a 3 mile? Or 2 mile.
They say it's a 2 mile hike, but that sure felt a lot more than 2 miles.
It felt like 4 miles. And it was all up and then all down. But
it was a lot of steps.
A lot of steps. But I tell you, it's beautiful and it's worth it. So worth it.
So we hiked up to Eden Falls, which
right.
not a lot of water going. There's waterfalls all through this area, dozens and dozens of them, but none of them are really running right now.
For those that don't know, we are in the area of Arkansas of a place called Ponca. And it's pretty much in the center of Arkansas over to the west. And in between Eureka Springs and
we're going to end up in Russellville before we head from here, but it's about an hour south of Eureka Springs.
Yeah, so if you're in that area, if you go to Eureka Springs and you want to get some good hiking, come here. It is beautiful. Lots of great camping and everything. This has been a really good year for us. We started out with 24 state parks at the beginning of 2016. We are now at
48
of the Texas state parks. We have, let's see, how many national places have we got?
Fort Davis, Yosemite, Golden Gate, Waco National Monument, Chickasaw National Recreation Area, and now we're here at the Buffalo River National River.
And there was one more.
There probably was another one.
There's
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs.
So
National
7. Park.
We're up to 7 out of the 413, 14, 15. So there's now 415 national places to go.
We've been to Yosemite National Park. We visited San Francisco, walked across the Golden Gate Bridge.
That was in January, and it has felt like it was 2 or 3 years ago that we went to San Francisco. But we have found it was only a year. It wasn't even a year.
So much into this year. I think the way, if you want to live a longer life, don't worry about trying to add more years to your life. Just put more life into your years.
Exactly. One of the things that we did was we did a huge trip to Davis Mountains, which is in the southwest of Texas, and absolutely gorgeous. And then we took a friend of ours to Athens, Georgia.
She was moving to Athens, so we drove her down there and then flew back. So we got to see some of Georgia, not a lot. Stone Mountain was very interesting. We didn't quite get into the foothills of the Appalachians. We did a little bit, but it was still awfully pretty.
We have traveled, after we get home, we will have traveled approximately 20,000 miles this year. Next year, 2017, may not have as many because we went to San Francisco and we went to Athens, Georgia. But most of that travel was in Texas.
We started out with planning to really focus on Texas, but we have really branched into Arkansas quite a bit here at the tail end of the year. It's amazingly beautiful up here in western Arkansas. I didn't realize just how much natural beauty and wilderness there was here, but
there really is.
We're going to be spending a lot of time really seeing what Arkansas has to offer while continuing to look at the Texas parks.
Right. We still have, there's 95 Texas state parks, so we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
And we've decided over 2017, we're going to start coming up here to the Buffalo
River and the Ozark National Forest, and we're going to try to get up here A few times during the year.
Yeah, what we want to try to do this next year is do some kayaking, see if we like it. And if we do, 2018 in the spring, we want to do the Buffalo River.
Buffalo River is a 135-mile river in which the entire river has been made basically a national park. It's not officially a national park, but it's in the national park system. It's protected. There's no structures been built on it, dams or anything like that. When there's enough water, you can float the whole thing. You just have to bring some camping gear that'll fit on your boat, so you can pull over in the evening, and because it'll take you a week or two.
Yeah, definitely. So something forward.
There's
something
only
for us to
limited
look for.
times of the year when there's enough water in there
Right.
to be able to do it without spending a lot of your time dragging your boat over sandbars and stuff.
Right, and neither of us think we'll be ready come March. Plus, we've got that huge birthday party coming up for me, my 50th. Yay, I made it that far. Then we've got a lot of other things. We'll be moving and hopefully getting into a Texas State Park to camp host.
Yeah.
But this year, we have done the Talamina Drive. We have done Scenic Highway 7. We have done...
We've been through the Crockett National Forest.
Yes, we've
been to the Ozark National Forest, the Ouachita National Forest.
Yeah, we started on our season 2 of Outside the Box. We're starting a new series, road trips.
And we hit our first Arkansas State Parks and our first Missouri State Park.
Right, we did that Missouri State Park, which
Roaring
was...
River State Park up in
Right.
southern Missouri.
Right, it is a
it's really
CCC park, and they have a spring. It's a beautiful spring. It's clear. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
About 20 million gallons a day coming through
Right.
there.
They don't allow people to swim in it or wade in it because that is where they raise the trout.
They've decided to stock it with trout and turn it into a fishery up there, and so they stock that and use that to stock a lot of the other rivers. And they pay for a lot of what they're doing by selling those trout
That's right.
licenses in Missouri.
It is amazing. It is just
And it's
absolutely fantastic.
It's gorgeous watching because you go into a small, it's almost like a little cave, and there's just all the water boiling up out of there.
It's just gorgeous. And it's about 224 feet, it said. I think.
224 foot deep
Right.
is as far as they got down. They
Right.
said it went deeper than that, but
Right.
the diver that went down got 224
Yeah,
foot.
it just...
It's basically an underground river that comes up there.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that this was all underground river in through here, which is why there's no water.
There's no water in Clark Creek back here because it's all running underground, and when the flow gets high enough after a storm, after a lot of rain, the underground channel can't handle it, and it comes above ground for a while.
So, but that's what we've done this year. We've gone to a lot of places. We've done a lot of stuff, and this has been a very busy year. So I hope your year has been just as full and wonderful as ours. And I hope you get outside your box and do a lot of travel this next year in 2017.
It'll make your life better.
It will. Remember, get out.
And live life outside your box.
Thanks. Happy
New
New Year.
Year.